Hey guys, welcome. I'm Allison with Be Well Yoga, and we're gonna do a nice evening practice to wind down from the day. I've gathered some things from around my house because I just happen to be home instead of at the studio right now. To facilitate with this practice, if you have a beautiful round bolster like this, my mom actually made this for me, so it's super special. That's great. If not, there's some other things that you can gather. Other pillows, nice big square pillow. I have two of them. I have a lovely Afghan blanket that my grandma made for me when I went off to college. I've also grabbed a bath towel and a yoga strap. So we're going to use all of these props in our short class tonight. And if you have something similar, great. If you have something that looks totally different, awesome, because it'll all work. We can be creative in this. So I'm going to walk you through a nice hip opening sequence, and then we're going to set up our props for a nice restorative posture at the very end. So you'll come to your mat or your space that is maybe a mat or maybe just a space in your house, and come to sit in a comfortable seat, cross-legged. And if a comfortable seat isn't for you tonight and laying down feels better, then I invite you to do that. So wherever you are, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, close your eyes. Sense the movement of the breath within you. Nice deep belly breath in and out. Breath in and out. And two more just like that. Breath in, breath out. In through the nose. Soft breath out through the mouth. And then come to your hands and knees. Place your hands shoulder distance apart, knees hip distance apart. Breathe in, look up. Exhale, round your spine. Look down toward your belly. Do that two more times. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. Maybe a little bit of rocking here, back and forth. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. And then moving your ribs, I like to call this a jump rope spine. You'll move your ribs to the left, roll the hips down or belly down through center, ribs over to the right, and then rounding up through center. So you're still doing a cat-cow, but you're using this side movement to create more of a jump rope-like movement of the spine. And then you're going to roll the ribs the other way. Right? And if this is new to you, it may feel weird, but over time, perhaps you'll get used to it, and you just might say, oh wow, this is the best move ever. And then settle down into your child's pose, sinking your hips back toward your heels. Reach your arms forward, drop your forehead to the floor. Take the knees really wide, make space for you to breathe easily. If this is too much for your neck, you can kind of stack your hands and let your forehead rest on your hands. And breathe here. And then go ahead and sit up make a little headrest here. So you'll unfold it all the way, fold it in half, okay, and then fold it in half again. Oops, wrong way. Fold it in half this way. Just about 3/4 of the way down. So you're about like this. And then you're going to roll the sides up, and you're going to tuck it under. So you have more of like a little, I don't know, triangle shape. Yeah. You're going to lay down with this bottom portion at the neck and the head kind of resting in that triangle shape. And then grab your strap or whatever you're using for your strap and lay down on your back. And then you're going to take the strap over the right foot. Left knee stays bent over the arch of the right foot. Left knee stays bent, foot on the floor. And just spreading the toes, press the right foot up toward the ceiling. Feel that nice lengthening in the back of the right leg. See if you can relax your arms down onto the floor. Let your shoulders relax a little more. And breathe here. You can play with maybe turning the whole leg out and back in, moving from the femur bone deep in the hip socket. And then taking the strap into the right hand, lower the right leg out to the right. You can bend the knee a little here. And then I like to rest my elbow on the floor. Maybe play with bending and straightening the leg. If your left hip is rolling up off the floor, just drop your left knee out to the left. Use that as an anchor to anchor the right hip down or left hip down to the floor. Directionally challenged today. It's okay. Take a breath in and a breath out. On the inhale, straighten the right leg back up through center. And then just bend the right knee into half happy baby. Holding on to the bottom of the right foot, inside or outside. I like to straighten my left leg at this point, but you don't have to. You can keep the knee bent or even the knee dropping out to the left, whatever feels good. Or you can play with this sliding of the leg maybe. Sliding the left foot in, out to the left, and then down the length of the mat. Turning the toes back up. Slide the foot in, knee out to the left, and then sliding the foot out. Just having that nice rotation, and then maybe you can go the opposite way. Rotation in the hip. Knee out to the left, knee up toward the ceiling, and then down the length of the mat. Push the right foot up toward the sky, and then lengthen the right foot down to meet the left. Let the feet just kind of flop open here. Feel the movement of the breath in the belly. And then bend your right knee, foot on the floor, left knee, foot on the floor. Maybe even lift the hips up, realign the back of the pelvis so it feels evenly spaced on the floor. And then place the strap over the arch of the left foot. Push the left foot up toward the ceiling. See if you can bend your elbows or release the strap enough that the elbows rest easily on the floor. Push up through the heel of the foot. Take a breath in and a breath out. And again, playing with that turning of the toes out and back in, out, and back in. One more time, out, and back in. Hips are going to be super happy. Yay. Okay. Take the strap into your left hand, and I'm limited here by the wall, but that's okay. Sometimes it's nice to have a wall next to you. I like to joke in my classes that wouldn't it be nice if you were kind of in a box? I don't know, it might be claustrophobic, but you know, in a box where you could press into the wall on all four sides. Drop that right knee out to the right to let the hip be anchored to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice and easy. And then here on the right side, you can, with the right leg, you can stretch the right leg straight. Bring the knee out to the right, and then bring the knee up to center, playing with that hip rotation here on the floor. Yeah, feels good. Nice, juicy hips. Woo. And then go the opposite way. Knee up, out, and down. Up, out, and down. Try again. Up, out, and down. Lift the left leg back up to center. And take half happy baby on this side, stretching the right leg straight, maybe, or maybe not. And you can play with rocking here. Okay. And then pushing the left leg up to center, releasing the left leg long to meet the right. And then just windshield wiper feet here. Right, moving from the hips, or from the feet. Feel the hips start to jostle, maybe even up the spine to the head, back and forth. Crazy windshield wipers, like you're in a crazy storm. Yeah, and then settle. And then when you're ready, roll to your right side, press up. And get ready for your final resting pose. So pretty short practice today. A couple of options here. If you want, you can stack these pillows. Okay, you have square pillows. So you're kind of making a little bit of a shelf here for your legs. And because we tend to cool down and get a little chilly as we rest in Savasana, I always like to have a blanket, and what better blanket than your grandma blanket? So you can drape your legs up and over this nice little shelf. Got a little bit of elevation, so maybe a little lymph drainage. And then I'm just gonna toss. Wouldn't it be nice if I had a person to cover me up, but not today. All right, toss the blanket over my toes. I'm going to tuck this a little bit more underneath my neck here. Nice and cozy. And then I'm going to bring my hands onto my belly under the blanket. Don't worry, I'm not going to fall asleep. Maybe. And then just tune into my relaxed breath in my belly. So mantra I like to use sometimes when I'm going to sleep or I'm just trying to settle my mind down is really simple. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. And I just let those words soothe my body, soothe my mind, soothe my breath into this deep state of relaxation. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. Right, and in these moments of stress, sometimes that's all we can do to pull ourselves back from like that spinning crazy mind. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. Yeah. Just let yourself be here in that mantra, resting. bring yourself back to this moment. You bring movement back into your fingers and your toes. Wrists, ankles. Maybe bend your knees and roll to one side and pause. And as you are ready, slowly press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Welcome yourself back to this space, to this moment, joyfully. And then bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for practicing with me. I will see you again soon. Namaste.